In our society, it is this concept of law and punishment. Whenever someone does something bad, we punish them. And we put some rules into place that we call laws. Laws are just some written thoughts about what you should and should not do. Like, you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that, and we put a law there, and then we say, if you do this, you will be punished in this way.
Some breaking news in the case against disgraced crypto founder Sam Bankman-Fried. He was just released on $250 million bond. New video showing Bankman-Fried right there leaving court just moments ago. He made his initial court appearance in the U.S. today to face those fraud charges for the collapse of his company FTX. He was accused of stealing billions of dollars from his customers and investors.
But this notion is a very strange one, of course, because it doesn't address at all what pushed those people to do those things in the first place. We just punish them and probably hope that we scare the other ones enough so that they won't do those things again. But it's not really the case.
I mean, there are so many laws in this world, yet people still break them every day, kind of. It's not allowed to smoke weed, yet there are millions of people that smoke weed. It's not allowed to steal something, but if people don't have access to what they need, then of course they might be inclined to steal something to provide for their family, for example.
Right now we're at the point where in a few years' time probably all fish will be depleted. And yeah, we can invent laws and forbid. In fact, there are laws which forbid that, but if people need money to live, like, no laws will stop them. They will find a way how to do it.
You can break through any kind of technology, any kind of protective measures, and you can bribe anyone if you really want to. So there are too many weak links. And it's this great example that I've seen in a documentary called Traffickers. They were investigating why and who are killing the rhinos, these creatures with a big horn. Humans kill them to get their horn, to sell them in some other parts like China, because those people think that this horn brings them supernatural powers or something like that. And for every crazy human with money, there is a prostitute out there or a slave who can satisfy their needs in this trade-based society. So anyways, a rhino is killed in a protected area. So it's a protected area with guards, with machine guns and all of that, cameras and so forth. So a rhino is killed there and the horn is taken away. And the reporter goes there, and around the rhino, the dead bloody rhino, there are doctors, people who investigate, there are guards there and supervisors and so forth. And the reporter asks a very simple question. Who do you think did it? And the one in charge of the enclosure says, look, I don't know. It could be the guard that you see there. It could be the investigator who searches for a bullet. It could be the doctor who investigates all of this. It could be me. For what I know, it could be you.
It can be anyone involved, so they know exactly where to put the bullet.
It could be anyone involved.
Anyone.
Anyone here?
Anyone. There's so much money in this. It can be any single person here. Everybody's a suspect. Everyone's under suspicion. It's splitting communities, it's splitting people, it's a terrible thing.
When we see problems in the world, we act like an ambulance. Very quickly go there to solve that problem, to save the patient, save the whales, save the snails, save those little pangolins, save those colored blue butterflies, let's save them and let's stop these bad human beings with our weapons and our fences. It is the ambulance that wants to save the patient. And I say, it's good in a way that you want to save the world, save the whatever. But if you want a healthcare system, you can't just build ambulances. You need to build a research center. You need to build medical facilities to understand what creates disease and how to prevent disease. You should do the same with humans who do bad things in the world. Don't just go there and put them in prison and try to fix the bad things that they do. Oh, let's protect the rhinos, and then put the poachers into jail. That's nothing. This is going to do nothing really in the long term. It's good that we have these things. Maybe without them it'll be a lot worse. But in the end it's going nowhere. Absolutely nowhere.
Nobody can stay in this game without getting their hands dirty. Rhinos are just too valuable dead. It's bleak.